No, mister!
Steven Segal. Steven Segal. Steven Segal. Steven Segal. Steven Segal. Steven. When you pick up the phone and dial, book I don't answer. When you call, dial 1-800 Steven Segal. When you owe the gang some money and you have no choice at all, and you have to kill him all. Steven Segal. Steven Segal. Steven Segal. How would the man make the girl spread them legs and ball? How would the man bother wipe the brains off the wall? You make him vex him, disconnect your eyeball. Me not talk about Chuck Norris, me not talk about Jet Li, me not talk about Jackie Chan with them drunken kung fu technique. Me not talk about Van Damme wearing a tight.
Steve Malanoski here, coming to you from Mofo Co. Studios in Oakland, California. East Oakland to be exact. Alright, today what we're going to be doing, we're going to be reviewing Steven Segal's Ten Shin walking stick by Cold Steel. This is a replica, supposedly of a stick that Segal uses. I don't know, I looked on the internet, I couldn't find a picture of it, but that doesn't mean anything. Alright, what we have here actually, ladies and gentlemen, is a bocan. Okay, it's not made of wood, okay, and this thing's not going to break forever. You'll die before it does, that's for sure. This is a bocan, okay, replete with design, the way that it's shaped, the angles of the dangles, okay. It's kind of long. Why? I'm going to tell you why. Segal, 6'4", me, 5'8½". So you can imagine, because a friend of mine, Greg Lammers, the guy that owns this place, got this for me for the purpose of, besides the obvious, to walk with, okay? Kind of big for me. It would fit him, not I. Anyway, so, as you can see by the marking on it, we're going to take a hacksaw in a little while and we're going to make a cut. Make a couple of cuts. Let me show you something in comparison. Because we said this walking stick is actually a boken in design. Alright, a boken is a replica of a katana. Okay, we take the katana. If you compare one to the other, and we'll start where the blade starts on each one, Segal's sword is a little bit longer, okay, which makes sense. We're going to cut it down, so that's going to make it a little bit shorter. Good thing I'm not any shorter than I am, because if we went any smaller, it probably wouldn't be as effective. At least reach-wise. Alright, once again, let's take a look at the stick. In order to know a weapon better, especially if you're trying to figure out the usage of it, the intent of it, the original intent, hoplology, we've got to do a little looking into the designers of the weapon and how they thought, what they knew, what their intention was. Now, I'm not going to pretend to read Steven Segal's mind, that would be interesting. But, I know that he's a high-ranking Aikido master. That's a mean feat, by the way, because Aikido, Hambu Aikido, totally controlled by the Japanese Hambu, and they don't give high rank to non-Japanese very easily. So he did something right, I suppose. Let's see how he did with this. Designed so as to be held as the sword, the boken, okay? So we know, the Aikido man, very heavily into swordsmanship, also heavily into the use of the jo, okay? Now, Segal being a cop, avid gun guy, pistol grip. I thought that was kind of funny, how apropos. Pistol grip. Lots of uses of this thing, okay? Once we cut it down, I'm going to be doing some more stuff because there's no sense in doing it now. Let's see how it operates once we make it mine. And we'll talk to you a little while after the cuts. Us. Us. Hi again. All right, so we cut it down. Now it fits. Okay, now we can get into a little bit further detail about this, all right? Number one, I'm going to give you a little closer look at the actual makeup of the sword cane, literally. Okay, right here it says Ten Shin, or actually Ten Shin Do. Shin can be translated as heart or mind. I've heard on, actually I watched a thing on YouTube where they referred to this as meaning a heavenly mind, which it could, but from what I understand with this particular kanji here, the kanji on the handle says Ten Shin Do. Ten Shin, which is the name of the sword, is actually the name of the dojo that Steven Segal taught at back in the 70s in Japan. His teacher, I suppose, gave him that name to carry on because that's the name of Segal's dojo. That's the name of his particular brand of Aikido, his Ryuha, in my own words. Okay? I don't know exactly where. I did some research and I couldn't find out what this one was. Suffice to say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rings, go-rin, like go-rin no sho. Yamato Musashi's book. So there are 5 rings there, but there's a bladed weapon in the middle that does not look Japanese. Either it's a strange looking drawing or it's something totally different. However, you got 5 rings on the pistol grip and Ten Shin on the handle with a kind of like a raised skin design into the material that the stick is made of. All right. We were talking earlier about the use of it and wondering, you know, what techniques were in mind here. All right. In Aikido, there's a lot of joint lock manipulations. Okay. Kansetsu waza, working against the joints, along with blending motions, as you know. And the crook on this handle is definitely going to be conducive to being able to trap, enter in, and perhaps throw or what have you. Also, the edging on there make for a better weapon. Okay, and the obvious, as far as sword play is concerned. Okay, to be handled as a bokken or a sword. Okay, difference though. When handling the sword, we're using an elongated razor blade, so the motions are done to be as conducive to a effective cut as possible. We're not going to be cutting with this, of course. It's going to be more of a strike. So, I would tend to think if you have any background in kendo, that would be good. Because if you use this like a shinai, then you would definitely get over with it. Anyway, Steven Segal's walking stick. Not a bad deal. What we did was we cut off a nice chunk, used a hacksaw, cut off a nice chunk of this, as to make it fit my body. Okay. I didn't have to take that much off, so I did not lose the shape of the sword. Okay. The integrity of the design is still there. Still has a good reach. Not as much as before, but then a little bit of sanding down, and what we have is exactly what we had before, only in the proper size. Okay, the tip comes off. At first, if you can't get the tip off, use a little alcohol, okay, because it does come off. And because we didn't go too far, this should fit like it was made for it. And there you have it. Something that I saw on YouTube, on somebody's review of this, they say that the sword is backwards. Now, let me show you what they mean, and they probably don't know because they're not acquainted with swordsmanship. And if they are, well, whatever, let me show you something. All right? When you hold this like, you know, your figure would naturally hold it, the edge of the sword is forward. So if I were to take this and start using it from here, I've got the blunt edge, the blunt side facing the enemy, and the business end facing myself. Okay, once again, not sharp, so you know that wouldn't matter at all as a matter of fact. However, if this is viewed as what it is, which is actually a bokken, we would start, because there ain't no left-handed swordsman in Japan. Maybe there is, but traditionally there's not supposed to be, right? This would start from over here anyway, drawing from here, and then doing whatever it is that you do. Okay, so if the sword was being held correctly to begin with, if you're going to say what side is what, then no, not at all. It's not backwards, okay? But I can see, once again, when you're carrying it like this, the edge is facing forward. Anyway, just a little trivia. Okay, let me end with a brief commentary on hopology. Hopology. That's the study of martial arts, okay, up to and including the origin, the people involved, okay. This is the type of thing that is actually taught in war college when it comes to various cultures and understanding how they defend themselves, okay. And there's a lot to that. To understand the enemy, you understand them as a person, their needs, their desires, their style, okay. Hopology. So, you take a weapon, and if you know martial arts, you should be able to use anything as a weapon. You pick it up, apply knowledge. Apply knowledge from whatever it is that you do, empty hand or weapon kind of martial art, and apply to what you have in your hand at the time, of course. However, you know, you know me. If all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. The purpose, the original intent of the tool, remember a toy, a tool, and a weapon are all related, okay? You play with your toy, you utilize your tool, or then you turn it around and make something else out of it. What was the original purpose of the tool? Because a cane is indeed a tool, okay? Anyway, run that through your biocomputer, and remember, you heard it here, maybe not first, but at least recently. Host! Steve Malanoski here.
Speedo, me on the chartboard, the original ponytail Guido, practicing Aikido, open at the dojo, perfecting them death below, tooting on a piccolo, drinking water buffalo, sipping on the mojo, just a galley take a walk down death row. When you make love to your girl and if she climax at all, be surprised when she a scream out. Steven Segal! When you would young some money and you analyze it all, and you have to kill them all. Steven Segal!
Anybody seen Richie? Anybody know why Richie did Bobby Lupo? I'm gonna keep coming back till somebody remembers seeing Richie.
Some of them attack, some of them charge, some of them run them out. But Steven Segal not bother with that, him just pull out your throat. Kick off Jack Norris, head the worm, skin like a coat. Him like to peace and justice, him devote. One thing gon' make me get mad, one thing gon' make me get vexed. Steven Segal not get no property acting talent, him a flex. Him like Robert De Niro, but with that black belt degree 6. So why the academy never show him no respect? Him and I bringing the honor, stating no one's performance to each and every rule. That can brooding and composed with the sense of self-control, showing the range and versatility and depth emotional. But I'm always I go straight to video. Why am I go straight to video? And this me will never know. Steven Segal are the world only hope.
Steven Segal kill everyone in the whole world, not including Uziman.
Follow me now. When you pick up the phone and dial book, I don't answer when you call. Dial 1-800 Steven Segal. When you put the gang some money and you analyze it all, and you have to kill him all. Steven Segal, Steven Segal, Steven Segal, Steven Segal, Steven Segal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Steven Segal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Steven Segal.
Yeah man, big up.
God bless you.